Hello, today we're going to draft a basic hood. So we're going to draft first the bodice. Here we can have symmetric pattern with seam. Then we select both pattern pieces, Control C, Control V. We can put it to the back. And flip it. And we can sew it. With our segment sewing tool. And we simulate. So we have our bodice here. Now we have to prepare the neckline. If you're satisfied with this neckline, that's fine. Sometimes, of course, the hoods can be attached to necklines that have zippers. But today we're going to be just doing the basic ones. And in the other videos, I'll show you how you can add a zip, etc. So what we can do now is, if we're satisfied with the neckline, let's start drawing out some rectangular panels. So we click once here, we click on our rectangle tool, and let's just draw out a panel like that. So in the 3D window, we can put this panel a little close to the avatar like this, and it gives you an idea of the height you want the hood to be. So let's make it a little bit shorter here. Okay. A little bit narrower here. So more or less something like this. Now on this pattern piece, you want to put symmetry. But before we do all of that, this part here has to be the same width as this front neck, the neckline, and the back neckline. So this part here, this neckline here, this and this. So we have to select the edit pattern tool. We select this is 6.64, and we select this one here, it's 6.64, because they were symmetric. So we add a 6.64 and 6.64, and we come up with 13.28. So 13.28, and we're drafting half of it, okay? So we took into consideration only this and this, front and back. So 13.28 is the width you want, wait a minute, over here, this part here, right here. So with the edit pattern tool selected, let's see, this is 31.36. So what you do is you right click, and what you do is you change length. When this dialog box comes up, you look for changing the length. You click on change length, and the length we want is 13.28. So this is the length we want. So we write that in. So if you notice in the 2D window, it's showing you the adjustments 13.28. But we want it done from both ends. For example, we want a piece taken away from this part and a piece taken away from this part. So here you click on both. You click on OK, and here we have it. So this now, we're being precise because I'm assuming you want this without any, when you attach it here, you don't want any gathering or crimping. So what we now have to do is get the symmetric pattern for this one with seam. Put it here. And what we do now is we have to sew them on. So here we can easily sew it in the 3D window. With the select move tool selected, we can lift this pattern piece and lift this pattern piece. We go up to our MN free sewing tool. We click here, press enter, and we go again. Okay, problem here. Okay, and we press enter. And of course, it's a symmetric pattern with seam, so it's sewn on both sides. We're going to sort of make this, we're going to lower this. So with the edit pattern tool selected, here, we're going to go down. We can hold shift to guide us, and we will do it like this. Now, another thing is that the hood, we need to round off this part here. Okay. So we have to go up here where the edit curve and the edit pattern tool is. We click here and you'll see edit corner. We click on that and you see all these points highlighted. So the corner we have to round, it's this one here. So we have to left click on this point here and we can drag it down like this. And if you notice in the 3D window, it's all rounded. Of course, you can adjust it if you not pleased about this, the way it's rounded. We can just now select our segment sewing tool and we can remove those points eventually. There are a lot of points that, what we do, let's just remove the points. And if we need them, we put them back. So with the edit pattern tool selected, we right click, convert to curve, segment sewing tool selected. Okay. Okay, here we have some sewing. We edit sewing, right click, we just delete it. Okay, we select our segment sewing tool and we just segment sew. And here we have the hood. So here, there is no gathering going on here because, of course, you could, if you wanted it with gathering, then you'd have to make this width, the width here, wider. Okay. And here we have it. Now, there are all kinds of hoods. There are hoods with zips. There is the balaclava kind. There are hoods with draw cords and all kinds. But this is just the basic one. I just want to show you that If you, for example, you make it a little bit, if you raise this here, let's see, we can just, let's select them both. Okay, we make it a little like this, a little taller like this. And we just simulate. Okay, it's coming off her head. But just to show you the way, then you can change it up. You can also change up this hood by using the edit arc tool or curve tool. Here, you can do like this. You curve it, and here, there's more coverage here. You can let's curve it some more. The edit arc tool. Simulate, and here she is. If you have, if there are any issues going on here where it's too, for example, if you have any crimping going on here, okay, I thought there was some crimping, but if you do, you can always adjust with the edit curve tool, because remember the edit curve tool finely adjusts the curvature and curvature. Here you see the way that it's like sort of flary. You can just, if you want flare on your hoodie, you can do that. So this is just the basic way to create the hoodie. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.